because I'm, an expert at this game, I always forget about our youth intake. Always forget about our youth intake. So I'm actually going to squeeze it in here in the intro. Got about 4 players we really want to look at. Some elite talents and 2 top talents. There's an excellent youth intake, which is great. I'm just going to quickly flick through them here. Our first one here, as my mouse battery goes flat, is Mika Buff. Mika Buff, he's a Montserrat, England striker. And he looks pretty decent for a 16-year-old. I love that he's from Montserrat. It's brilliant. You can't teach that, and Arsenal want that. Arsenal want him. They do. Arsenal do want him. I can't click back because I'm using the different mouse. Got Jose Cidre Fernandez. He's an attacking midfielder. He's Portuguese. Not too bad. Technically, mentally looks good. Physically, needs some work. Chelsea looking at this guy here as well. Our 2 top talents are Gaichel Matondo is a left winger, and the thing that Gaichel lacks, unfortunately, is pace. But hopefully at 15, he can really, really improve on that. As you can see, it has been some time since this youth intake came through, but he is progressing nicely already. He's got some really, really good mentals on him. So hopefully Gaichel Matondo can do the business. And Kyle Doherty, he is a Scottish centre midfielder. He is, once again, it's these mentals on these 15-year-olds is absolutely crazy. 17 teamwork here and, 13 work rate, 15 technique. That's ridiculous. Got better technique than some of the normal players in our team at the moment, and they're seasoned professionals. We signed all these good talents as well who, they're okay. They're not that great. These are the 4 here to really look out for. Gaichel looks to be the best. But yeah, youth candidates for a final season. It's what we all love to see. Welcome back. This is Oldham to Ohm, episode 97. And yes, we have been in some fantastic form since our last game against Man City and Seville here, where we won 3-1 and progressed. We then played Newcastle. It was that top of the table clash. It was a 1-1 draw, very, very tight, cagey affair there. They probably had the better XG and probably should have went ahead and won the game, but Kocher was pretty decent goal, but he only got 6.5, so obviously not. We were a bit lackluster in attack. We then went and put Brentford to the sword, 4-0, Bushball and Hassick getting a double there. Peterborough, we rotated heavily in the FA Cup quarter-final here, and we got through thanks to a penalty and Ben Linfield a late goal. Peterborough did have a penalty as well, so but we got through. That's all that matters. We then had 3 1-0 wins in a row over I think Chelsea were like 8th at this point, with Brucewell scoring, Corey McEvan in the Champions League over Paris Saint-Germain in the quarterfinal first leg, and which is away. It's a very good scoreline, and then a 1-0 win over a lowly Southampton. But once again, very heavily rotated team. You can see here the likes of Festrup, Vermaelen, Leaffield, Shedu, Beresford, Looney getting man of the match there. So very, very rotated there, just giving the guys a rest as we've got 2 important games coming up in the second leg against PSG and then the FA Cup semi-final, which is against Arsenal, who are 4th in the Premier League with Patrick Vieira as their manager. Premier League, we are 3rd. We are 2 points behind Newcastle. It is really congested here. Man City, you'd probably say they're still in and around a chance here. Man United are probably out of the title race. But yeah, it is very, very congested here. And Tottenham with that goal difference of 69 is going to be a big, big worry. We do actually play Arsenal Spurs on the last day. And obviously there is that Manchester United game in there. So they are the big ones there. Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham. West Ham is 7th, so there are no pushovers either, but I back our boys any day of the week. Anyway, with that being said, we've got a Champions League second leg at home against the mighty PSG to contend with. So hopefully we're going to get past this first. So the team today, we have Yunus in goal, Musa at right back, Rashad Guerrero and Lee J. Sub, Signoni and Lafiti in that midfield there, Alberts Galvez on the left, McEwen behind the striker, and Bruce Ball up front. Now, the players are still really angry with me, but, you know, we're still winning. So Corey McEwen, just want to touch on him. We do have an optional future fee of 91 million. Now, the fact that we are doing a second season, I may be, kind of thinking we might get that one in. Guaranteed spending budget for next month is only 26 million, so we may have to sell to get him in, but we could move. Like, we do have quite a bloated squad as we could move on some players like David Hassick. Could be someone who could go. He's a good squad. He's down as a star player, but he's more of a squad player, I think. Still gets a bit of game time, but if McEwen comes in, we could also try and extend McEwen's zone. I don't know. That's for later, but this is for now. Let's probably just go and submit this team and get in. PSG have a very, very good team, by the way. Very, very good. Yusuf Makoko up front. Donnarumma still in goal. Camargo, former on loan Oldham player. Musiala as well. Datro Fofana and Kylian Mbappe. So very, very good team. Alfie Dorrington on the bench there. Get in. Right. This is it, boys. A decent performance here today. And we get into the semi-finals, where I think if memory serves me correctly, as I change all of this over, I think we will play Bayern Munich, who are 3-0 up against Porto, I believe. As it is Lee working the ball down this left-hand side at packed John Sheridan Park. Alberts now cuts back inside, but it's broken up. But Alberts picked up the ball. Oh, he's hit the post. He's hit the post. Alberts with a really, really good start to the game there. We will encourage the boys, and I obviously don't have time to get all the clicking that I want. The ball is cleared there by a PSG player, and McEwen now, the shadow striker, dropping deep. Lee on the ball. Lafiti powering forward. Lafiti. Oh, he nearly scored, and I think he really had to welly that into the top left-hand corner. And it is Lee now with a throw in to McEwen. Albert stinks it over. Galvez. Oh, how are we not scoring these chances? Show a little bit more encouragement here as Alberts takes the corner, and it is a hella. It is a hella of a header with Rashad there in the back of the net, and we have finally got a reward for our dominance so far in this game. We have a look at these stats. Look at that. 7 shots in total. We are really, really dominating PSG, as all the highlights are showing us with the ball. Lafiti now to the captain, Musa. Finds Galvez on this right-hand side. A little bit of trickery. Crosses the ball into the box. Albert's probably not the man going to meet that on his head, as he is quite short. But anyway, we managed to get the ball up with Lafiti doing his breaking up of play, as he does so well. Datro Fofana now. That's a good ball, but Rashad covering that easy. Signoni now. We will... I don't know. I was going to say we will need a central defender with Upamecano retiring. McEwen makes it 2 and 3-0 on the aggregate. Oldham are on fire. Get in. What a pass. What a pass. I was so wrapped up in the talking about transfers that I missed this pass. Who is the pass from? I think it is Bruce Ball with a lovely through. No, it's Alberts. What a ball. I was going to say Upamecano would be someone who he's retiring. So we need to replace him, but I don't think we do. We've got the likes of Svezstrup and Vermaelen, and we start to give them a little bit more game time, as they are looking very, very good players. That's what I'm looking for. Brushbro now. Can we make it 3 before halftime? Signoni now collecting the ball. Lafiti, he sometimes gets a pop from here, but he doesn't need it. As Galvez, 7th goal of the season. Oldham are too good. We are too good. 3-2 good even. See what I did there? Very clever. 4-0 on aggregate, and PSG sinking without a trace. This half-time, we've absolutely smashed them. We are walking this. Absolutely doggle of a second half coming on, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Bayern Munich going 1-up in their game. So we are probably going to face Bayern Munich in the semi-final, and we are only 2 good games. We're still got a second half here. Let's maybe not count our chickens here, but we are only we hold on here, we are only 1 win and a good game away from... Sure, it's offside. Away from another Champions League final. I think Natural Fafana is going to... I'm not sure how we can be offside, but... Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be offside that sort of close there, but PSG have grabbed one back and making me a little bit nervous. I forgot to mention as well, Dortmund 3-0 winners against Manchester City. So looking like they're going through, which is excellent news. Galvez on the ball now. He's disassessed by Coney, but McEwen manages to grab it back. Lafiti now assured. I'm worried about my halftime team talk. I did say to the boys, well done, we're going really well, which is the worst team talk ever because they literally come out in the second half and you always concede because, yeah, it's just not a very good team talk. I don't know why. It just, the players get a bit complacent, or maybe not, as Rashord grabs his second of the game, and that is surely game, set, and mother flipping match. Highlight of the kickoff. Have I got this? I feel like this is on extended, or is it? No, it's just on key. It's just we just such good play. Here's Camargo, the former Oldham player, was on loan from Porto back in the day. Oh, Bruchball has just nicked it off the number 4 from PSG, and De La Fuente. Righto, a couple of changes here. We've got obviously got that big FA Cup game against Arsenal coming up in a couple of days, so we will bring do you know what, I'm going to just do the whole midfield. We are going to do Cheju and Krisic, give those boys a rest. They do a lot of work, and we will bring Adrian on for Galvez, who looks like, so apparently he's injured but feels he can shake it. No, and then we will just keep an eye on everyone else and probably make a couple more substitutions in around about 10 or so minutes. I am looking at Corey McEwen just coming back from injury. He's definitely one who's probably going to have a rest, I reckon. And yeah, Corey McEwen and Lee and Musa. So unfortunately, so only make 6. Let's go. Who's playing behind the striker? Surely it's we're going to bring on Ulysses on behind the striker, and it's probably left and right back. We will bring Benny Couto onto that left back spot. Oh, Benny Couto. Probably going to go in the summer, unfortunately, I reckon. I don't think I'd be very, very hard pressed to keep that man around next year. Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love it if we can, but I doubt we could. Adrian now, Krisic on the ball, chips it over the top. Albert's on the head, and the goalkeeper. Oh, Albert's not the biggest man out there, but he's done a good job. Oliviera now, PSG, trying to salvage a little bit of pride here. Makoko back to Musiala. Great breakup play from Guerrero, and Benny Couto just plays it back to the goalkeeper nicely, who hoops it long to get the ball out of the dangerous area. Pablo now goes back to Alfie Dorrington off the bench. Ulysses can't win the header, but it is Cheju now on the ball. Cheju driving forward. Bruchball drops deep. Benny Couto combining with Cheju. Tries to get the through ball to Alberts, but he can't. Play is broken up by PSG. Debonis now goes forward to Yusufa Makoko. Like I said, PSG trying to salvage something from this game. And that shot just goes across the face. There is Yunus makes a diving save from Makoko's shot. And we look to play the ball out now with Krisic and Cheju. Ulysses dropping deep, and the highlight ends. Looks like we are going to play Bayern Munich there as well. Dortmund going through, maybe. I think Man City have just scored again. Elliot Rashod, their man of the match. Well done, boys. Well bloody done. Bring on the Arsenal. So I've just got a news article here saying that we have gone 22 matches undefeated, which will break the previous record, conceded games without losing, which is also 22. So if we win one more game, we will have the most. And that was back at Manchester City in December. So we have been undefeated this year and only drawn 3 games. That is crazy. So a win against Arsenal today will break that record and will put us into the FA Cup final. We do face Bayern Munich in that semi-final. Dortmund, Barcelona is the other one, which is exciting times. Just having a look here, it is going to get very, very, a couple of games before we play. I'm thinking the next few episodes will be Man City, Bayern, Arsenal, Spurs, and then hopefully, we can squeeze in FA Cup, Champions League. I don't know. It's going to be tight. The team for today is absolutely unchanged. Everyone's had a rest. Everyone is raring to go. I'm a bit worried about playing the same team. I'm always a bit like, did the players get some sort of hangover? I don't know, but we're about to find out. Let's go and play Arsenal. First highlight straight off the bat, 42 seconds. It is a free kick, but is headed away by Martinelli, I believe. Martinelli still playing for Arsenal. McEwen now down the left. Lee now gets a crossing. Galvez. Oh, he's hit the post. The other semi-final is Liverpool and Newcastle. So probably would prefer to play Liverpool actually in that one. Eunice now goes out wide to DJ Sub. Alberts, that's a good ball. Galvez, the Colombian. Get in. Come on. What a goal. Lee really coming into his own. He's going to be special next year. He has really picked up these last few games. It's a good pass to Alberts, but Alberts ball over the top to Galvez is just sublime, and then he's got the business to beat the goalkeeper. Have a look at this. Hold on. Look. Musa down the bottom here. Greenheart up here. Absolutely dying. I wonder if he's got an injury. Injured, but feels he can shake it off. Nope. Definitely not. Ortega coming on, I think, as an early substitution. I can't risk our talismanic captain and right back, Sani Musa. So, yeah, not with important games coming up. Halftime, no more highlights. 1-0 to us. Good stuff. We just need to... Things are going well, but I know you are capable of even better. And then we just give a little bit of extra encouragement, and we go out there and score 2 more goals. That's how it works, isn't it? I think. Liverpool and Newcastle still 0-0 with Balde injured. Just an update from around the grounds in the FA Cup. As Arsenal now have thrown Saka there, still at Arsenal and still playing. Martinelli as well. Odegaard is still here as well. And this is dangerous, because that's somebody get the ball out of there. Thank God Odegaard hit the post there. And it is Alberts tracking back to pick up the ball, and the highlight ends. Nice. Free kick, McEwen out wide. Ooh, curled it just a little too much. Ganger scoops that one up. Newcastle 2-0 up. Endrick, 2 goals in 2 minutes. So it looks like it's going to be a Oldham. I won't say it looks like Oldham. We're not quite there yet. It looks like Newcastle are booking their ticket to the FA Cup final already. The team I would have liked to avoid as they are very good. Lafiti now finds McEwen. Couldn't get the through ball to Bruce Ball, and Arsenal with Saliba now on the ball, going back to the goalkeeper, and Mola tries to get Martinelli, but Galvez picks that up. Signori, Lafiti. I was going to say it's a bit of a wayward ball over the top. Alberts is there, and Alberts having a really good game. Bruce Ball not having a good game. We'll play this highlight. I think Bruce Ball and McEwen, maybe the midfield pairing there of Signori and Lafiti, might also need a rest. McEwen. Luckily we've got Forrest. I think it's midweek or next week. So, come on, that's a foul. That's a foul. Send him off. Doing it all day, ref. Doing it all day. Odegaard now, but Signori, Galvez, McEwen. Can McEwen finish? Someone can finish. It is Corey McEwen. What a loan signing this guy has been. What an absolute loan signing. Right, we will make a couple of those substitutions. Like I said, we've got some tired players out there, and we do need to save them. Signori, look, it's fine. We just, we can take these guys off. We can rest them nicely, and the players we're bringing on, like Krisic, such a good player physically and mentally. Lee is looking a bit tight in that left-hand spot, so we will bring on Vermaelen there. And I did say Bruce Bell was playing not that well, but obviously we had to make that previous substitution, so I'll just leave it for a little bit and then have a monitor my front four here and see who to take off. Cortez now. Was that Simacan? I don't know. McEwen McEwen, Galvez now, great on this right-hand side. Bruce Bowl, is he going to put the icing on the cake? He does. Alexander Bruce Bowl, the man I was about to substitute, he's having a poor game, has just put the icing on the cake and confirmed Oldham's spot in the FA Cup final. And I'm probably thinking it is going to be... Can Jose Carlos play behind the striker? He can, but not well. I think Corey McEwen does come off. Although he's playing very, very well. Oh, it's so confusing. So confusing. Let's bring on Jose Carlos for Alberts. Alberts has played pretty well. And we'll go like that for our final substitution. Like I said, Nottingham Forest. I can't remember if that's a midweek game or if it's a weekend. That's fine. Everyone will be rested. But I don't think they're that strong. So we can make a few tweaks to that starting 11 before that Manchester United game, which will be the second episode. We will be doing Manchester United and Bayern, and then Bayern and Arsenal in the next one. And then, yeah, it's looking like Spurs, and depending on the FA Cup final, it could be Spurs, FA Cup final, and then capping it off with a Champions League final and rounding off the season, which could get past Bayern Munich. And this is treble winning season. We will be potentially the biggest club in the world, winning the Champions League 3 times in a row, winning the treble, and then, like I said at the beginning of the video, we will do one more season, and that will more than likely be the final season before FM22. No, that's going back a year. FM24 comes out, and yeah, we'll go from there. So once again, if you are still watching this, big ups to all the people who are watching these videos. The views have been pretty incredible for a small channel like mine. Obviously, towards the end of an FM cycle, and almost 100 episodes in now, still getting those views is good, and I thank you guys for it. It's pleasing to see. So as Arsenal pull one back here, Newcastle have gone 3-0 ahead as well, and I'm pretty sure this is game now. Hopefully no more highlights. Let's just wrap it up. Let's just play full time. They're not getting back into it, and they're not. And there it is. We win 3-1. René Galvez, man of the match. Congratulations, lads. We're going to the FA Cup. We've already won it, mind you, so it'd be nice to add again. I don't think we've won the League Cup. I don't think we've actually won the League Cup while I've been here. That's something just to double check. Carabao Cup. History? No. We have never won. Oh, we might have to try and win the Carabao Cup next year. Bloody hell. FA Cup, though, we did win all the way back 2027-28. So check out the varied winners for the FA Cup, and we're going to have our chance to win our second in the last few years, along with Villa, and so will Newcastle. There we are. We've got it through. Like I said, guys, we are going to come back for Man United and Bayern Munich. So only the one game in the middle. It is a weekday game, obviously. So we'll look to rotate some players there. And yeah, we're probably looking at what 4 videos left. 4 or 5 videos left for this season. And then we will do one more season after that. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you're not yet subscribed, if you could smash that like button, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.